Vancouver, with 548 wildfires raging across the province, and once blue skies now enveloped in thick smoke, the situation remains active and challenging, according to the BC Wildfire Service. There are 27 evacuation orders affecting 2,410 properties and 47 evacuation alerts affecting 7,700 properties, said Provincial Fire Officer Kyla Fraser. Media reports from Prince George on Saturday morning described smoke so thick that the sun could not shine through, even at 9 a.m., leaving the town in darkness for most of the morning. Smoke rises from an area burned by the Shovel Lake wildfire near Endako, BC, late Thursday. The Shovel Lake wildfire is more than 680 square kilometers in size and is the largest of the more than 500 fires burning across the province. Daryl Dyke, the Canadian press. The areas of main concern are central BC ranging from Smithers and Prince George to the northern Cariboo, Fraser said in an interview. Fires there are large and intense. On Friday, the province set a level 3 drought rating for the Peace, Upper Fraser East and Upper Fraser West areas, urging residents of the north to conserve water. But the Southeast Fire Centre is also facing lots of evacuation orders and alerts, Fraser said. Article continued below. These measures all follow the provincial government's declaration of a state of emergency last Wednesday due to wildfire activity. Last year's state of emergency lasted a full 70 days, and 1.2 million hectares of land were scorched during the 2017 wildfire season. Read more. Wildfires are hard on water. Experts say your 2018 glass of red wine may taste like the wildfires now burning in BC. Lightning sets hundreds of new forest fires in BC. Over the weekend, evacuation alerts were issued Saturday evening for the Syringa Creek wildfire, burning 4 kilometers north of Syringa Provincial Park in an area covering roughly 419 hectares. Evacuation alerts are still in effect for the city of Kimberley and properties directly south and southeast of the municipal boundary, according to a news release. The St. Mary Lake area remains under evacuation order put into place by the Regional District of East Kootenay. Article continued below. Sunday morning, the BC Wildfire Service announced planned ignitions using heavy equipment and aircraft resources, southwest of St. Mary Lake on the Meechin Creek wildfire, which is estimated to cover about 6,996 hectares. The size of the fire has changed due to accurate mapping, said Carly Catchman, Fire Information Officer for the Southeast Fire Centre. The goal is to remove unburned fuels, to prevent the flames from spreading. We had favorable northwest and northeast winds that pushed the fire back onto itself, Catchman explained. Crews are continuing to work on containment lines and reinforce them with retardant, but the timing will depend on the weather. Under the current heavy smoke conditions, this may not be visible. In its news release, the province warned that residents should not be alarmed by increased smoke. In a tweet late Sunday afternoon, the BC Wildfire Service noted that cool overnight conditions, combined with smoke, caused an inversion through Vanderhoofen along Highway 27. Residents were encouraged to turn on headlights and be aware of the low visibility conditions. Fraser, the provincial fire officer, noted there was a successful burn at Shovel Lake on Saturday, which will prevent the fire from growing. Currently, it is the largest blaze of note, weighing in at 85,744 hectares. Smoky skies are present across BC and it's a challenge, she said. It can make it difficult to see fire perimeters or detect new wildfires. Fraser encouraged residents on the ground to call in any new fires. Meanwhile, on Saturday morning, Environment Canada and the BC Environment Ministry issued a special air quality statement for the entire province, advising that the blanket of haze is expected to continue. Prior to that, Metro Vancouver issued its own air quality advisory for the region, including the Fraser Valley. Operating on a day-by-day basis, the advisory will continue on Monday, according to Julie Saxton, air quality planner at Metro Vancouver. The haze seen over the past few days is due to smoke in the upper portion of the atmosphere, but that could change, she said. "We are seeing very high levels of fine particulate matter at monitoring stations," she said. Changes in the wind pattern bring smoke towards us from fires burning in the western U.S. and the rest of BC. Saxton said that air quality planners are using models to predict how the air is moving around and where it is coming from. With wildfires burning in California, Oregon and all across BC, smoke could be blown in from anywhere. The levels keep spiking as smoke arrives in the region, she said, particularly in the Fraser Valley and North Vancouver. Though the advisory identifies those who are most likely to be susceptible to health problems, such as infants or the elderly, Saxton said, anyone experiencing symptoms should consult a healthcare provider. "We recommend that even for the general population, to reduce or reschedule strenuous activities outdoors," she said. For now, Saxton said, it's too early to predict what will happen in the coming week. Residents can monitor air quality updates, which can change hour to hour, at www.airmap.ca. With files from Cherise Secure and Melanie Green is a Vancouver-based reporter covering food culture and policy. Follow her on Twitter, @MDGmedia.